Just sit, bruh.
Straight out or getting paid. Straight out. Straight out.
Put your legs straight out and cross them out.
Oh, come on, bruh.
Oh, he's not listening.
You're really gonna tase him? He was sitting down though, bruh.
On your stomach. On your stomach. On your stomach. On your stomach. Arms out like an airplane. Stay back.
I live here.
Stay back.
Yeah.
Arms out like an airplane. Arms out like an airplane all the way. Arms out like an airplane.
Yo, he was sitting down, bruh. That's crazy. That's why I record everything.
It is not reasonable force to deploy a taser on somebody when they're not being aggressive or threatening to you at all. They're not making any threatening motions at all. This dude is sitting there on the ground.
Back turn.
Back turn. Now, if he got up and ran, or if he was trying to punch an officer or something like that, okay, you have to use reasonable force to take him down, get custody of him. This dude is not doing anything just but sitting there. You can't use that amount of force just because he's not complying with your exact commands. It has to be you have to assess a threat. You have to assess a threat to use that force.
We heard the officer say, sit down, hands behind your back, feet straight out. Then we hear another voice, which I presume was the female cop, say, now cross them. It's clear that he like kind of misheard that command.
Right.
That's clear. And since that was a command given to him, it's not like he did that on his own. You would have thought the cop would kind of act with some discretion with the taser and say, no. You need to keep your legs extended and cross your feet. That seems like the next reasonable step to take, but it seemed like he was just looking for an excuse to tase him.
Again, if he's fighting back, then you can make the case for, well, we had to use reasonable force. We had to deploy the taser to get control over him. No story here, no headlines, no nothing like that. But when the guy is just simply not following commands, what would have prevented you from actually going up to him? Because he had his hands out the whole time he was following that command. I don't think he ever put his hands back in or anything, in his pockets or anything. So what is to prevent you from telling him to stand up, put your hands behind your back, put your hands over your head like this? You just can't. This was unreasonable force used.
There is no police brutality in America. We ended that back in the 60s.